Good evening, lacrosse fans. This is the Western Lacrosse Association with tonight's game between the Coquitlam Adanacs and the Richmond Outlaws. And my counterpart, Brian Jariga, regularly a defenseman with the Outlaws, out with a thumb injury. Maybe you'd like to tell the fans a little more about that.
Yeah, I broke my thumb about two weeks ago at work, and I've been out since then. Hopefully, I'll be coming back in another week or so.
Okay, and this is a very important game tonight. What kind of strategy do you think the Outlaws would be stressing tonight in front of their own fans?
The Outlaws are going to come out hard, I think. They're going to challenge everything. They're going to run a lot. They're going to try and outrun the Adanacs. The Adanacs got a few speedy players. We're going to try and keep them away from the fast break. They like to break fast off the bench when they're making a line change, so we'll try and cut that off on defense.
I see, and looking at the stats, goals for and goals against this year so far, the Outlaws appear to be a slightly better team defensively than the Adanacs, but the Adanacs seem to score more goals.
Yeah, I think Dallas Elliott has a lot to do with that. He's one of the top goalies around right now. He plays on reaction. He's very good, and he's the reason why we don't have so many goals against us.
Okay, plays underway. Back to get it is
John Hedlund.
That's Haller. Looking to the middle. Takes a swipe there. Haller around the side there. There's a shot by Reilly. Goes well wide. And back to get the ball is Mang, the goaltender. Plays it back up to Haller. Haller bringing the ball in. There's a shot in the middle. Oh, and
that's Stu Watson picking up the ball. You give it to Keith Callison coming down the middle. Keith is one of the faster players on the Outlaws team. And this is Russer, number 9. Now they're trying to set up a big pick and roll here with Brad Henry and Troy Powser on the other side, but Russ takes it himself for a shot.
Russell Hurd. A lot of muscle in the middle there. And the ball goes out of play at center. Henry couldn't quite pick the ball up. That's Tapp with the ball. Bad pass there, picked up by
Brad Henry. That's Keith Callison down the middle.
Callison now, pivoting with the ball.
Okay, he'll slow up and they'll make a line change.
And the Outlaws make the line change. Robertson to the side.
This is Tommy Huntley with the shot. Tommy's having a great year so far. He had 2 goals the other night. He had 3 the night before.
And the shot clock ran out on the Outlaws. No score with 1 minute and 44 seconds gone. The Adanacs regaining control in their own end and playing the ball ahead. Out comes Trois. Klein with the ball. Rink wide to the corner to Veltman. Cross court. Nadadzi with a shot to the middle. Oh, and a great save there by Eliak. Super save.
Looks like Dallas is hurt. He might have pulled a muscle or something on that.
Well, let's hope he's all right. What kind of year has Eliak had for the Outlaws this year?
He's had a standout year so far. He's had some really unbelievable games. He's been a strong goalie all through his lacrosse career. Started out in Grandview, played up until about 12 years old, and he came to Burnaby. I played with him and Keith Callison and myself all played together through intermediate and junior lacrosse. He was the outstanding goalie in junior lacrosse in Burnaby.
Well, he certainly made a great save there. And judging by the defensive record of the club, if you're a stats fan, 82 goals against in 9 games in lacrosse is generally quite good.
Oh, that's very good. The backup goalie tonight is Doug Zach. He's been with the team for 3 years. He's a veteran in the WLA. He played with the Newsomers Assemblies for years.
Yeah, New West is certainly having a good year this year, 7-1 at this time. And if Richmond can win this game, it would basically mean New West would be on their way to winning the division in the regular season.
Yeah.
But the Outlaws would love nothing more than to finish second place and have home advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for tonight. Catch up with Coquitlam and then see how it goes for the rest of the year.
Yeah, quite a delay going here with the injury. I hope he's all right. Probably a pulled muscle. Maybe he didn't quite stretch enough in the warm-up. Well, one team certainly having trouble this year in the division is Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver lost a lot of players this year. They came out a little bit weak, but I think they're going to turn it on a little bit.
Yeah, how many games do they play in the regular season?
We played 24 games.
24 games, so
Yes.
there's a long way to go yet.
Yes.
Victoria off to an awful start. Only 49 goals in 7 games. That's a 7 goals a game average. It's very weak.
Very weak.
Defensively, they're not bad, though. They just got to pick up in the goal scoring. Plays resumed. Some tough defense in the middle there, and the goaltender, Mang with the ball.
There's that fast break we were talking about off the bench.
Yeah,
Haller was coming out the gate.
Yeah, Haller had some trouble controlling it, though. That's a sign of
Yeah.
at least fairly good defense. They were aware of what was happening. So cross-checking along the boards there by Huntley. Haller. Haller still with the ball over to Reilly. Really taking his time. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. They better get it away.
There's a good check by Darren London. Knocked the ball out of his stick.
Good defense. Still no score. 3 minutes gone. An interesting start to this game. Oh, lacrosse is Canada's national sport. A lot of people seem to think it's hockey, but no, it's lacrosse, folks. That's Henry with the ball. Rink winds it, and
Keith Cowison.
Callison.
Back to Hurd. Hurd, the big man in the middle. He'll go right through. That's a bad pass.
And we got a breakaway here. Burnett. No, he's right in. That wasn't Burnett, that was Rodriguez. But a good save there. Now Hurd again. Oh, a giveaway. Rodriguez right in, a 2-on-1. He plays it across.
Steve
And Govett.
Govett had trouble handling that pass from
Great chances.
Rodriguez.
Well, Richmond better start tightening up the defense here, not giving up those fast breaks like you said before the game started.
There's Tom Huntley right around the pick.
He's right in. Oh, what happened there? Great save.
Good pick set by Kenny Thomas, and Huntley went around it, but it was a good save on the shot.
And now Klein. That's Twa. Rink wides it. Pass by Wingrove into the corner. A shot from the point by Klein, all the way through for the goal. I think that Elliott was screened on the play.
Yeah, didn't look like he had much chance of stopping it.
Not too much of a reaction. Ball bouncing on the way through. It may have deflected though. Fortunately, we don't have the benefit of an instant replay. 1-0 the score for the away team, the Coquitlam Adanacs. With 4 minutes and 25 seconds gone.
Scored by number 9, Bob Klein. Assist, 23, Trevor Wingrove. And number 10, Jody Twa. Time the goal, 4:25.
Back come the Outlaws. Shot
Rick
in the middle.
Ross,
Oh, a good
Rick Ross,
setup
a
there.
nice pass, but Steve Van Os couldn't handle the pass.
Quick pass there. It was almost a picture-perfect play. Now it's Haller again. He's getting a lot of time out on the floor tonight. That's Reilly. Drops it off to the point to Linton. There's a shot just wide by Haller. Now a battle. It's back to get it is Reilly, and the whistle goes.
That's an interference call in the middle. Tommy Huntley was going for the loose ball, and somebody instructed him from getting the ball. So that's an interference call.
And a good call by the ref indeed. Now here's Henry at the point, trying to set it up. Had some pick action in the middle there.
That's a pick by Troy Pauser in a roll. That's a basketball play there.
Poles are working hard. Ball in the corner. No one seems to have possession of it right there. But coming up with it for Coquitlam, the team captain tonight. Don't know who that is.
That's 27, John Headland.
Headland, okay, thank you. Now the Adanacs setting it up. There's a play in the middle, oh, and it just goes wide. Elliott getting across in time. Back to the point.
Now the Richmond team is playing a zone right now. A zone defense is keeping them way outside. They're not cutting the middle out against the zone at all.
Back come the Outlaws in a 1-0 game. Six minutes gone. Parsons.
It's a nice shot by Parsons, then a rebound. That's resets the 30-second
Parsons
clock.
again, he
Another
scores.
one.
A quick shot to the short side.
Scotty Parsons has got a really good stick. If he gets a chance, he'll put it in the net.
Tell us how that one was set up there, Brian.
Well, first Scott Parsons took the first shot, and Dale got the rebound, and saw Parsons was still in the open, so he put it right across the net, so it made the goaltender move across. When the goaltender's moving across the net,
by number 14,
Parsons
Scott
picked the
Parsons.
corner.
Assist number 3, Dale Robertson. Time the goal, 6:19.
6:19, the time of the goal. Parsons from Robertson, and the Outlaws have tied it up. There's a good shot and a nice save there by Mang. Now Mang plays it on the backhand shot. Rink wide now. Now it's Ned Asdi down the left wing. And Asdi cutting to the middle. Oh, he could have taken a shot there, but some good defensive work. Now the ball comes loose almost. Good hard work there by Stewart. Now it's Nadadzi in the slot, and Stewart checking. There's a loose puck and a good save by Eliak. I shouldn't say puck, I should say ball.
That's a ball we play with in lacrosse, not a puck.
Yeah. Oh, well, lacrosse is Canada's national sport. I repeat, for lacrosse is Canada's national sport. Holzer. Now it's, a good setup there, and it almost went in for a goal. Some tough stuff along the boards. Out comes Tap. A-Rink wides it. Glinton into the corner. That's Haller. Good hard check there on Headland, the team captain, but he comes up with some tough work and comes up with a well fought for goal.
John Headland put a nice fake on the goalie and put it in the top corner.
Yep. Good tough play. Maybe that's an example of why he is the team captain, showing some example, playing with maybe a bit of pain. Took a good shot in the middle there.
Johnny likes the tough going. He's always in the middle.
And it reminds me of Dave Poulin of the Philadelphia Flyers of the NHL, the sort of leader that takes a lot of pain, but keeps coming back for more.
Coquitlam's second goal was scored by number 27, John Headland. Assist to number 8, Dave Haller.
Here's
number
Reilly.
16, Kevin Litton. Time the goal, 7:35.
That's a pickoff by Keith Callison. He's going down the floor. He's going all the way. He slows it up a bit, and his shot was blocked.
Coquitlam coming up with the ball now. They seem to be taking charge right now. The Outlaws seem to be having a little bit of trouble getting organized here. Having a bit of trouble with the transition game from offense, or I should say defense to offense, whichever way it may be. Anyway, that's Henry with the ball. Plays it forward. Sending it up slowly now. Thomas, he's going right in, makes a move to the outside, takes a shot, and he scores. A nice goal.
Kenny Thomas was #1 draft pick by us this year, and he's sure showing what he's got.
That was a super play. Fake going inside, went back outside, and took the shot once he was around the defenseman. Did it all himself, too. No picks there. 2-2 tie. 8 minutes and 29 seconds into the game. Pick up the announcement on the goal in a moment.
Richmond's second goal, scored by number 2, Ken Thomas. Assist to 55, Brad Henry. Time the goal, 8:29.
That's Robertson with the ball. Plays it down to the left wing. Robertson again with the ball. All kinds of action in front. Takes a hard slash on the left knee. And the ball's intercepted by the Adanacs. That's Beltman. Plays it across, but Haller had trouble controlling the ball. Already scored 1 goal tonight. Now it's Haller again. He's allowed to roam in front. Takes a shot and a super save by Eliak. Reminiscent of the first save he made that was of the spectacular variety. But here's Headland with a shot, and he scores.
Headland put it in the same corner he did last time. Maybe he's got Dallas's weak spot.
Yep, the transition game once again. Maybe a bit of a problem. I'm sure they'll get it sorted out though in the intermission as long as they can stay close. 3-2. Very much a disciplined sport is lacrosse. Got to be in great shape too. A lot of running. It's a lot like soccer with the amount of running that's done in a game.
This is one of the more important parts of the game is the
His
face-off.
second of the night, number 27, John Hedlund. Assist, Jim Beltman and Dave Haller. The time of the goal, 9:13.
Outlaws controlling the ball now. Into the slot. There's a shot way up high and wide. Roughs up along the boards, but coming into the middle. Rawson, he drops it off. That's Dorman. Dorman going wide, looking into the middle. Couldn't quite find his man in the middle there. Henry, or I should say Huntley, was a little bit open in the middle, and the shot clock runs out. 10:05 left in the first period. The score, Coquitlam 3, Richmond 2. Out come the Adanacs. That's Tap. Works a pick there. Outlaws read it well, though. Oh, there's a great pick there. Right in, but a super save. Tap right in alone, but Elliott coming up with a big save. It's kind of two picks in one there.
Yeah, Elliott looks a little slow getting up there. I don't know if that muscle's bothering him. Looks a little sore.
That's Watson. Plays it wide. Walking right in with a good save there was Hurd. And the Adanacs are able to clear the ball up. Moving up now, that's Suzuki taking a pass. No, I shouldn't say he is. Now he's taking the pass, but it's too high for him. Back on the Outlaws. Henry down the right wing. Oh, takes a shot in the face.
That'll be a delayed penalty. The goalie will come out. We'll get a 6-man on the floor.
Beltman really gave him a chop. And there's a shot and a goal. A nice play there by Henry. He did the give and go there, I believe, with Parsons. Worked nicely. The goaltender was thrown off, was out of position for the shot, and the shot went, I guess, the 5-pole in hockey terms, through the legs. A 3-3 tie. Interesting game. 8:58 left in the first period.
Richmond goal from number 55, Brad Henry. Assist, Stu Watson. Time on the goal, 11:02.
Henry from Watson at 11:02. That's Nadadsti. Slide area nicely intercepted there by Huntley. I think that goal may have given the Outlaws a bit of a lift. Trying to fast break it now, but some good defensive work there by the Adanacs. Huntley plays it back though. Now Parsons brings it out, and the Outlaws are going to make a line change. Throws it down nicely. A little bit of trouble controlling it there was Dorman though. Whistle goes. Oh, some trouble there by Twa. Some tough stuff there. Twa still controlling the ball though. Now Rodriguez takes a shot through a crowd there, and Elliott makes a half consistent save, shall we say. He didn't really see it, but he got it.
There's going to be a high sticking penalty coming up on the play.
High sticking penalty, I believe, to the Outlaws. So Coquitlam will go on a power play. And how long are the power plays in lacrosse?
2-minute penalty.
A 2-minute penalty. Very similar to hockey, and a mixture between hockey and basketball as this sport.
12:05.
What's Coquitlam's power play like? Is it strong?
They have a fairly strong power play. They have a couple good shooters on the team. They like to get it down to the crease once in a while, too. This is Tommy Huntley.
When he gets 35, Dallas Elliott. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of penalty, 12:05.
Bit of a late hit by Tap there.
That's an over and back call on the when you're a short man. If you go over the center line there and then you come back over, the ball turns over to the other team.
Wingrove in the slot. Plays it wide, and there's a shot by Reilly. Now back of the net, back out to Reilly again. Into the slot area. There's another shot just wide by Wingrove. And the ball comes bouncing back to Pang, or I should say Mang. Throws it all the way back down. And the shot clock, I believe, ran out. 1:24 left in the penalty. Outlaws can kill a bit of time here. Don't want to get caught. Oh, it could have been a nice play into the middle there, but the Adanacs intercept the ball. That's Nadadzi. They try and get reset up here on the power play. 1:06 left in it. Twa takes a good hit along the boards there. Bulls are laying the stick in, and the ball comes bouncing back out. Now Wingrove back to get it.
5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Elliott could get caught out, and that's about it for the shot clock. So Richmond killing off this penalty very effectively. Coquitlam having trouble setting up the open man for the shot. Oh, nice work in there. Good hustle by Hurd as he still got the ball. And there's a centering pass, and it almost went through for a possible goal. Good hard work there by Hurd. Coquitlam having trouble setting up. The momentum seems to have shifted since the Outlaws tied up the game at 3-all. If they kill this penalty, they'll have the definite momentum for the last, say, 6 minutes of the period. That's Wingrove now wide. Wingrove in the slot area. He takes a shot well wide. Now Haller back to get it. He can't quite get there. Wingrove back to get it himself again. See what he can do this time. Comes up the middle, takes a long shot, and a nice save there by Elliott.
Teams are back to even strength now. Outlaws bringing the ball up. Keith Callison.
What are his stats this year? How many goals he got this year?
Keith's got a couple this year. He didn't put out a great performance like he usually does last year. I think he's going to have a really good one this year, though. That's some good checking by Troy Pauser up there.
And really receiving all the checks in the middle there. Now it's Henry with the ball. Looking into the middle. Nicely caught there, almost intercepted for a quick fast break the other way though. Watson. Now he's dumped. Good hard hit there by Tapp. I don't know if it was too legal, but it's getting awful rough. I think the ref's gonna have to.
That'll be a tripping penalty coming up to Tapp. He got his leg in front while he hit him.
I think the ref was simply trying to get control of the game there. It was gonna be rough in the corner. So Tapp will serve a minor penalty, 2-minute penalty. With 5:14 left in the first period, a 3-3 tie. This is a really important game too. The winner.
Penalty number 18, Rodney Tapp. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 14:46.
As I was saying, the winner of this game will be in second place, I suppose.
Yes.
How's your team fared against Coquitlam so far this season in other games?
The first 2 games we beat them, and then last 2 Saturdays ago, Coquitlam beat the Outlaws in the Coquitlam Arena.
So you've split 2 games.
Yes. Well, this will be the 4th game. We're one up on them so far in the year.
Oh, if you win this one, you're technically in second place.
Yes.
Big game, big game. Outlaws setting up the power play now. There's a long shot through a crowd. Robertson's shot didn't quite get through though. There's another shot by Hurd. Taking some long shots. The inside's being blocked out well though by the Adanacs. Moving the ball around nicely now though. Trying to set up that shot. There's a man in the middle. Takes the shot. He scores through the
Robertson
crowd.
picked that top corner like it was nothing. He's been doing it all year.
It was almost a delayed reaction.
Yep.
Everything frozen. All he saw was the ball bouncing in the net. Super play. The Outlaws' first lead of the game. 4-3 the score now. We'll get the announcement with the assists.
It's really important going into the intermission with a lead in this game.
Yeah, I think the Outlaws have gotten momentum since they tied up the game.
Power play goal by number 3, Dale Robertson. Assist, 55, Brad Henry. And 9, Russ Hurd. 15:31.
Now Coquitlam looking to tie it up for the first time in the game. Parsons, fast break pass. That's Dorman. Now Stewart moving to the slot, going wide. Can't get a shot. Now he's free to shoot. Takes the shot and he scores. A nice play.
Jamie Stewart, one of the few players in the league that can use both hands with his stick and be accurate. Switch hands on that, put it in the top corner.
Super play. It's now 5-3 Richmond. They've taken control of this game. Coquitlam looking a bit tired. Not too severe a road trip, though, shall we say. I don't think you can blame
Richmond
it on jet
goal
lag.
scored by number 7, Jamie Stewart. Assist to Scott Parsons, and 8, Jim Dorman. That's Stewart from Parsons and Dorman. Time of the goal, 16-13.
Here's Stewart again, going one-on-one with Nadasny.
He's working hard tonight. Loses the ball this time, though. Coquitlam having trouble controlling. Some good checking in there. Fans seem to be reacting towards something. There's Henry. There's a shot in the middle and a good save there by Mang. Callison pressuring. Back on the Adanacs, though. They better get a goal before the end of this period. There's a shot. Nice save by Eliak. Well, from what you're saying, leading the season series 2-1 and winning this game now, the Outlaws appear to have the Adanacs number so far.
Yeah, the most important thing is cutting off their fast break. The Adanacs goaltending hasn't been that great this year so far.
Yep. Oh, that's stick in the face.
That's a moving pick by Keith Callison.
An illegal pick.
Illegal pick, yes.
Well, it's important to build up a league. Then you can really concentrate on the things like the fast break and maybe even create a few of your own.
Well, last Saturday, the Outlaws had a 6-2 lead early in the second period on the Adanacs, and the Adanacs came back and beat them by a few goals.
Well, they can't let up this time. I hope they've learned their lesson. Oh, there's a giveaway. A nice goal there. One timing. It almost batted it in by Suzuki there. Suzuki left alone at the side. Elliott really didn't have a chance here. Things happen so quickly in this sport, too. A 2-goal lead is basically nothing in this game.
Yeah, the ball moves really quick.
Exciting sport indeed. Suzuki with his first goal of the night. Pick up the assist in a moment.
Coquitlam's goal scored by number 41, Kirk Suzuki. Assist to number 18, Rodney Tapp.
Tapp.
And number 22, Steve Govett.
And Steve
The
Govett.
goal, 17-36.
2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Back on the Adanacs again. Threatening to tie the game now. That was Tapp dropping it to Suzuki again. He takes a shot, and there was a good save by Elliott. Now Tapp back to the net, plays it back to the point. There's a shot. Elliott didn't see it as Govett got another shot on net. Now Elliott plays it shortly to Parsons.
That's
the fast break. Dorman right in and a
Dorman.
good save. Super save there. We're getting good goaltending at both ends of the floor.
There's Jamie Stewart picking up a good loose ball.
Moving right in. Pivots, drops it off. Now it's back to Stewart again. He winds up and shoots one wide. Trying to work the screen shot. Bit of a submarine shot too, I might add. Now into the slot area. Ball goes loose. And the Adanacs controlling in the corner, I believe. 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first period. 5-4 in favor of the home team, the Richmond Outlaws. Here on Rogers Cable 4 in Richmond. Into the corner now, that's Wingrove. We're now in the last minute. Wingrove still controlling. And he gives up the ball. The Outlaws coming back quickly, a 3-on-2. There's a wide pass. Back to the middle. Oh. London couldn't quite control it. Haven't seen much of London in this game yet. There's a shot by Dorman, I think. And that may have gone off the crossbar. 38 seconds left. No, Mang controls it. The goaltender takes his time. Coquitlam a rink-wide pass here. That's Nadzadi. Into the slot area, right in. Oh, and a good save by Eliak.
That's Hedlund going for his hat trick of the night.
Hedlund already going for his third goal. We're not even out of the first period here. Oh, he's displaying why he is the captain. 15, 14 seconds left.
That's a crease violation by Coquitlam. Outlaws have 14 seconds to get it down the end and get a good shot on net.
Oh, here's Henry. 6 seconds. 4 seconds. Can't set it up. The whistle goes. We have 2 seconds left, and I believe Coquitlam steals possession. That should do it. And time runs out. The score after 1 period. The Richmond Outlaws 5. The Coquitlam Adanacs 4. Brian, what are your opinions of this game so far and your team?
Well, it's been a fairly fast game, up and down both ends. The Outlaws have been keeping them outside with the outside shots with that zone that they're playing. Every time that Coquitlam gets in the middle, they've been getting a goal. So if the Outlaws keep them outside, I think we'll be doing okay.
Yeah, checking well indeed. The Outlaws leading by 1 goal. I'm Don Froome with Brian Juriga, regularly a defenseman, but he has a broken thumb tonight, so he's up in the play-by-play booth. And we'll be back with second period action in just a moment. Well, the second period shortly underway here at the Richmond Arena. Western Lacrosse Association action on Rogers Cable 4. I'm Don Froome, once again with Brian Juriga. And the score after 1 period, Richmond 5, Coquitlam 4. Brian, what do you think will happen in this period?
I think it's going to be a tight period again. The Outlaws are going to come out and try and run a little harder. The Adanacs will do the same thing. Should be an all-out period, back and forth, up and down the floor.
Yep, and whoever works hardest will win this period.
Well, face-offs are one of the more important thing in the game because you get control of the ball. The more time you have possession of the ball, the more goals you're going to get.
You can set the tone for the match too, and control the pace to your liking as well, whether you're the road team or the home team. And play underway. After the ball for Coquitlam, Rodriguez. Mang plays it up. And here comes Rodriguez for the Coquitlam Adanacs. Plays it wide. Beltman takes a shot, goes wide. Just missing the referee too, I might add. And the ball goes out of play, so Richmond gains control.
Russ Hurd, long pass up to Keith Callison. He'll hold it up. Keith will work a little one-on-one with John Hedlund checking him. He passes it over to Brad Henry. They'll do a pick-and-roll play.
And the ball out of reach for the Richmond Outlaws. Long ball. And Suzuki was in there fast, but the ball bounced over him. Now back of the net, Elliott comes up with the ball. Very nonchalantly, I might add.
It was Russ Hurd bringing it down for the Outlaws. It's a
Into
good pass into Scott Parsons and a good shot, a little bit wide.
Right idea, though. Super setup there. Quick action passing. Looks to me like Richmond wants to attack quickly and not get caught, though. The quicker you are, the tougher you are to get caught as far as on defense. Now Coquitlam, that's Suzuki. Into the middle. He's still looking. There's a pick there by Burnett. Suzuki takes the shot and it doesn't get quite through. Suzuki keeping the ball in the Richmond end. And that comes Hurd for the Outlaws.
It's a good long pass by Hurd to Robertson. Robertson over to Stewart. Oh, just misses the pass.
Well, Coquitlam seems to be in a bit of disarray now as Richmond working the ball fast.
Couple turnovers already early in this period. Here's Dale Robertson bringing up the ball over to Tommy Huntley. Tommy Huntley will look.
Following up on the play is, I believe, Parsons. He takes the ball.
Parsons will carry it. He looks for a pass. Shot clock is down to 8 seconds. Outlaws got to get a shot away.
Thomas now drops
Tommy
it
Huntley
back.
will take the shot. 1 second left.
Doesn't get it away in time, though, and the ball turns over. 17:50 left in the second period.
Looks like Tommy Huntley is limping a little bit out there. May have hurt his ankle.
That's Wingrove. Drops it at the point there to Klein. Back to Wingrove. He can't quite control it. Goes into the corner. Good cross check there along the boards by Thomas. And now back to get the ball is Klein. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They're not going to get the shot away. Now Eliak.
Tom Huntley will bring it up slow. Outlaws will get a line change. That's Jimmy Dorman coming back to get the ball. That's Steve Van Oss going one-on-one. Mark Nadasny checking him. It's a good pick by Darren London. Nothing out of it.
And pass breaking the ball now. It's Klein right in alone. Klein right in. He shoots one. And a good save by Elliott because he covered the short side. The ball rolls back into the crease though. However, the Coquitlam player.
Here's Huntley. Huntley bringing the ball up.
Crease.
Jimmy Dorman up the side. He'll wait for the rest of the guys to get on the floor. That's Russ Hurd carrying the ball. Pass it down to Stu Watson. Brad Henry.
He pivots. Being checked well by Reilly.
Keith Callison picked up a loose ball. It's a good try pass in the middle to Stu Watson.
And the shot clock runs out. Coquitlam to regain control again. The score 5-4. 16-18 left in the second period. That's Reilly. Takes a nice pivot and then a shot. Good save by Elliott. Loose ball there, and Linton was in there quickly to try and get the rebound, but he never did quite get control of it. Back come the Outlaws.
That's Stu Watson up the middle. Long pass to Scott Parsons.
There's
a
a
long
shot. Now Linton headmans the ball.
Looks like the Adanacs are starting to get the fast break going a little bit. They're trying to get it going.
Haller now with the ball. Right wing, drops it to the point to Suzuki. And there's a shot just wide as Reilly got a lot on it. Now along the side, it's Haller pivoting. Throws it into the middle, but nicely intercepted by the Outlaw.
Kenny Thomas. Kenny passes over to Jamie Stewart. That's Scott Parsons bringing the ball up. That's a bad pass into the middle.
Nicely intercepted too, I might add, by Haller again. And Suzuki can't quite reach that one. He's been in alone a couple of times, so the balls just seem to bounce over him. Now Parsons throws it out to Huntley. Huntley with the long ball, controlled by Robertson. Robertson towards the middle, drops it off at the line.
That's Rick Rawson carrying the ball now. He'll pass it over. That's Palzer. He'll go straight to net.
Oh, and he hit the far
hit the
side post. A good chance there, and either there was nothing to shoot at, or the shot just not quite good enough to beat the goaltender.
Troy Palzer playing with a hamstring injury tonight.
Actually, we do have a goaltender change. It's Gombar now. It's not Mang. Gombar now in net. The Coquitlam Adanacs. Took us quite a while to notice, too, I might add. 6 minutes into the second period. The draw to be taken. Loose ball there. Here's Dorman. And out come the Adanacs. It's Zadzi. He's a real fast breaker up the middle, isn't he?
Nadasny is a very fast runner. He likes to take it straight down the middle of the floor.
There's a slot pass. However, Klein couldn't turn around and shoot it as he was cross-checked. Now there's a shot. Loose ball, and Elliott comes up with it nonchalantly.
That's Rick Rawson. He'll start it up for the Outlaws. It's Troy Palzer.
Still haven't had a goal yet, 6 minutes into the period. Callison. Moving to the middle, making room for himself and takes a shot. Good save there by Gombar.
He gets the loose ball. There's Keith Callison going one-on-one again.
Oh, he's certainly working hard tonight.
It's Brad Henry. Makes a nice fake and into the middle. Good save by Gombar.
And a loose ball there. Another good chance for Henry. Into the corner now. Centering pass, Callison alone. He shoots one, and another good save by Gombar. Seems to be rising to the occasion for the Adanacs. Quick break now. Up the middle. There's a shot and a nice goal. The Adanacs really happy about that one. As Kevin Linton scores his first goal of the game, along with one assist now, his second point of the game. The score is now 5-all. Don't go away yet, folks. It's a close lacrosse game here from Richmond Arena. What went wrong there for the Outlaws?
A little breakdown on getting back.
Goal scored by number 16, Kevin Linton. Assist 19, Jim Veltman, and 9, Bob Klein at 6:35.
Yeah, the Outlaws have to get back and cut off that fast break. This is Howler with the ball. Howler over to Reilly. Reilly makes a bad pass into the middle. Here's Dale Robertson picking up the loose ball. A long
breaking
pass. Long pass to Jamie Stewart.
Oh, and he loses control right before he shoots. A good defensive play there by the young Adanac. Really with the good play. However, the Outlaws still control the ball. That's Robertson now. Into the slot area, that's Huntley. Ball intercepted there. Good reaction. Rodriguez takes the shot. Richmond better be careful they don't get themselves caught.
It's a long pass by Robertson. Another one.
This game's really opening up. It's a battle for it in the corner now. Now Hedlund, he takes a shot.
That's an interference call
Interference call.
against Kenny Thomas for the Outlaws.
Good hustle though. If anything, it gives the team the chance to set up again in their own end. Now Suzuki with the ball. Now Govitt. Underhand pass to the side. Into the middle. A pass attempt by Rezensoff. Didn't quite get there. I think the shot clock ran out. 11:50 left, second period, a 5-5 tie. Coquitlam has possession though. That's Linton. About to walk in, takes the shot, and Elliott somehow keeps the ball from going into the net.
That's a good save by Elliott.
Reacted well. Now Huntley, a quick pass to Robertson.
Outlaws will take a line change. There's Steve Van Oss with a long shot. Good save by Gombar. There's Steve Van Oss hustling a lot in the middle.
Back come the Adanacs. Number 15, Brunette. James Burnett. Now Veltman.
That's a good cross check by Jim Dorman.
Veltman still. Now Klein trying to move into a position to shoot or pass. Now the slot. Veltman takes a shot. Oh, and he just missed the net. Back on the Outlaws again. Rawson drops the ball off. And the Outlaws seemingly in the middle of a line change there. Lose control of the ball. Now Gumbar, the goaltender, passes the ball up. It's Twa. He takes a shot. Henry laying the stick into him. But he's still able to get a shot away, and a nice save by Elliott. Now Callison regaining control, taking some hits along the boards there by Wingrove. Klein. Klein with the ball again. Now a nice setup there, the give and go. As Nadadsi almost came up with a goal. Some rough stuff in the middle there, and the Outlaws are able to come up with the ball.
That's Brad Henry picking up the ball. Here's Jim Dorman breaking down the far side.
Couldn't quite get the pass though. And here comes Linton. Linton in all alone. Not much to do except shoot. However, he's waiting. The pass into the middle. That's Haller. Now Haller sets it up. Nice pick, give and go there. Oh, and a shot, and Elliott almost got a piece of it. Ball went wide anyway. And it's back into Coquitlam's end. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. They better get a shot away if they want to regain possession here. That's Hedlund. Let's move again. Shot clock's reinstated, I should say, as they did get a shot on net.
It's Russard picking up the ball with one hand. He flips it up. That's Scott Patterson bringing it up the middle. He's got Dale Robertson with him. Tom Huntley. Kenny Thomas carrying the ball now for the Outlaws. It's Jamie Stewart working one-on-one. There he is, he's in.
Really doesn't let him get through, though.
Tom Huntley hustling after the loose ball. Throws it down for the turnover of the 30-second clock.
Oh, late 27 left in the second period, a 5-5 tie. Just one goal so far in this period, as the goaltending and the defense seems to be taking over. All the fast break attempts, a lot of the passes going astray, though. Here's Gauvette. He takes a shot deflected, and
that'll be a slashing penalty on number 14, Scott Parsons.
Haller was left alone, and he almost got a piece of that and deflected it in, much like a baseball play.
In a tight game like this, 5-5, halfway through the second period, you don't want to take a dumb penalty to give the team the advantage.
What kind of years Parsons having this year?
14, Scott Parsons, 2 minutes for slashing. The time, 11:48.
Parsons has got his fair share of goals this year already.
Yep, so Coquitlam goes on to the power play. 8 seconds gone already. Make a line change. That's Veltman. Wings it across. Now Twat into the slot. Moving the ball nicely. Shot in the middle. Good save by Elliott. This Wingrove got a lot on his shot.
That's Troy Palzer picking up the loose ball and throwing it up to Tommy Huntley. Huntley will go. It's a 2-on-1 with Henry. Henry gets the ball. He scores.
Super play. 2-on-1. Worked nicely.
That's the way to use the gate on the fast break. Get one guy coming in one end, and the other guy gets a good 15-foot lead coming out the other end.
I guess the toughest shot for the goaltender in close is the shot that bounces in his feet, too.
A good bounce shot at the feet, yeah.
Oh, it's 6-5 for the Outlaws. A shorthanded goal, too. That could be a real lift for the team if they kill off this penalty.
Brad Henry, assist Tom Huntley, and number 4, Troy Pelzer. It's Brad Henley, Tom Huntley, and Troy Pelzer, 12:23.
That's John Henlon with the ball for the Adanacs. They'll get their power play on the floor now.
Power play having trouble setting up here. Well, he got it in the position, though, with 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Wingrove trying to set it up in the slot. He's the guy with the shot, obviously. They move that ball nicely, though.
Trev Wingrove really moves the ball well.
They're almost trying to make it too fancy.
Here's Tom Huntley with lots of room to bring it up. He can waste a little bit of time here. Kill off the penalty. The pass over to Henry. And they lose the ball. That's John Hedlund hustling again to get the loose ball.
And here comes Gauvette. Drops it off to Haller. Haller to Wingrove. 25 seconds left in the power play. 16 left on the clock to shoot. And there's a shot that goes wide. Richmond just sitting back trying to get that rebound and dump it out. 14 seconds left in the penalty. And there's a shot that somehow stayed out. That was close. Back to get it now, Haller again. Takes a shot. Good save by Elliott. May have been partially screened on the play too. Now Veltman can't quite get control of the ball.
Scott Parsons picks up the ball as he comes out of the penalty box. There's Tom Huntley hustling down the floor.
Well,
that's a good goal by Tom Huntley.
Huntley's been everywhere tonight in the second period.
Yeah, Tommy's running all over the place tonight.
Nice goal by Huntley. Good setup by Parsons. And it's 7-5 Outlaws. Well, that was pretty much a disastrous power play for the Adanacs as they gave up 2 goals in and around the penalty.
Yeah, that can really put a damper on a team. It'll put them right down. Outlaws will get it going now, I think.
Still a lot of time to go, though.
Ken Thomas and
Parsons made a nice play there, too.
That's a good pickup by Russ Hurd off the faceoff over to Brad Henry.
The old Indian pickup.
Back to Hurd. That's what we call Russ, the big Indian. He likes to be called the big Indian.
All for good reason. It's Canada's national sport. As I've said 3 times already. Net off its moorings. 5:47 left. 7-5 Outlaws over the Adanacs. What can you tell the fans about Brad Henry this year? How's he done, and what are his strengths and weaknesses?
Well, Brad Henry's having another outstanding year. He's strong all over the floor. Brad plays on our ball ragging team on the power play. He's been playing with a number of different players on his line this year, though. He's played with Al Kuzat, who's not playing tonight, and tonight he's playing with Troy Pauser. They've been teamed together since they were in junior. They make an outstanding team on that right side of the floor.
Well, if they keep playing well like they have been tonight, maybe the coach will keep them together the rest of the year.
Maybe.
Barring injury, of course.
This is Brad with the ball now. That's a pick by Russ Hurd. Nice pass, but he's going nowhere.
And the Adanacs gain control. Out comes Govet. Quick pass. Man left alone, can't quite control it. And he goes into the crease. Twa almost coming up with a great chance there, but couldn't quite control the ball when he had to. Right now, the Outlaws definitely have the momentum.
Yeah, after that 2 goals on the short man.
Yeah.
This is Ken Thomas bringing up the ball now.
The chances are, if the refs like to even it out, they probably get the next power play too.
Well, that could have been a call there. That's a shot by Dale Robertson.
Just wide on the short side. I think it deflected off Parsons' leg. Here comes Klein. Feltman getting pushed around in front of the net. Oh, and there's a super chance.
That's a good save by Dallas Eliak.
Nzadzi was in alone there. Nice pass into the middle, but a super save. That comes Robertson. Quick, hard pass. Nicely controlled.
Steve Van Ossen on net. Takes it back into the corner to control it.
That's Dorman, I believe.
Dorman over to Tommy Huntley.
Back to Dorman. He can't quite get the shot away as he loses control.
That's London picking up the loose ball, but losing it again.
Oh, some good hustle by Nzadzi. He's a real fast break. He's been running hard all game. Rink-wide pass doesn't quite work, though. Now it's Tap. Having a bit of trouble with the line change. There's a shot that goes wide. Govet was set up nicely, though, in the deep slot. 3:34 left. 7-5 Outlaws. Only 3 goals in this period. Things going pretty much the Outlaws' way, too. They have possession now in the Coquitlam end.
Stu Watson with the ball. He loses it one-on-one with Rezenzov.
Here comes Burnett over the line. Into the slot area. That's Haller.
Callison out to check Caller.
They like to start the play from the top of the right face-off circle. And there's a shot nicely blocked by Elliott. Elliott's played a very strong game tonight. Here's Hurd. Now right in. Stewart tries to get a shot. And basically did get a shot, just missing the net. Now Coquitlam to control the ball. Veltman. Tough stuff in the corner. Wingrove trying to pivot, throws it back to the net. There's a centering pass. Didn't quite get through though. Elliott scooped it to the side, and Richmond gains control of the ball.
It's a long ball to Tommy Huntley up the side. They'll take a line change.
Dorman.
Behind the net to Steve Van Oss. Steve Van Oss will carry it. Field lacrosse style, one hand on the stick, one hand.
And he's thrown down.
one
That
hand
could very
blocking
well
it.
be a penalty, but
Yeah.
no.
That's Jim Dorman taking a hard shot.
Questionable play there on behalf of the ref. Back to the point. And it gets past Van Haas. Twa to check Van Haas now.
There's Callis in the middle, misses over top of the net.
An ideal place to shoot, too. Now Klein takes a pass from Gumbar, the goaltender. What kind of years Gumbar had for the Adanacs?
Gumbar hasn't played too many games for the Adanacs so far. They're bouncing 3 goalies up and down, so I'm not sure what's going on there. The situation with the goaltenders. Not too many teams carry 3 goaltenders.
Well, the significance of this game, as far as experience for a goaltender, it doesn't really get much better than this.
Oh.
Unfortunately, his team is trailing by 2 goals. There's an underhand shot.
Last
Nice
minute
play.
of play in the game. Or in the second period, sorry.
Rod Tapp getting away. A good shot there before the buzzer went. Didn't quite get through on net, though. Now Watson.
I'm sure they'll try to set something up with Palzer and Henry on the other side. There it is, over to Henry.
He takes a shot. Gumbar there to make the save. Back come the Adanacs again. 35 seconds left in the period. Not too many stoppages in this period either. That's Brunette. He goes off now. And Rodriguez has the ball.
That's long ball by Ellick to Callison. They got a 3-on-3. Watson, he might try and go one-on-one.
He
That's
takes
a
a
good
shot.
A screen shot right through the middle.
Super goal. Had the goalie beat cleanly.
Yeah, goalie couldn't see where the ball was coming from.
You know, if I was a goaltender in this league, I think I'd stay still. I'd let the shot try and beat me, and I wouldn't move that stick around.
Yeah, that would be an angle goalie. A lot of goalies play the angle. Other goalies play by reaction.
By reaction.
Richmond
Actually,
goal,
actually,
scored by number
after
12,
the announcement.
Stu Watson. Assist 11, Keith Carlson, and the goaltender, number 35, Dallas Eliak. That's Watson from Carlson and Eliak, 1951.
I was actually talking to a couple of people before the game, and thought the idea of a goaltender with a goalie glove in this league would be really interesting. Make it more graceful as far as goaltending. Well, that's the end of the period, though. Late goal indeed. The score after 2 periods. The Richmond Outlaws 8, the Coquitlam Adanacs 5. Things pretty much going the Outlaws' way in that period. What do you think the coach is going to stress going into the 3rd period, and how are they going to execute it?
I would say they would stress tough defense in the first couple minutes of the period, because that'll be the most essential part. The first couple minutes of the 3rd period, if the Adanacs get a goal, that could give them the momentum. But if the Outlaws get a few goals in the beginning of the period, that'll get them going, keep them going right to the end of the period, I think.
Yeah, well, you must be certainly wanting to be out there tonight.
Yeah, it's not fun watching, that's for sure.
Yeah, a broken thumb is certainly a frustrating sort of injury, I guess, to have.
Yeah.
But anyway, you get to do some color commentating tonight, so it's not that bad, I hope.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Let's hope the Outlaws can do it, and we'll be back with the 3rd period right after this. We now go to the 3rd period with the Richmond Outlaws leading 8-5, a 3-goal lead, basically clinging to the lead. I think it's obvious that Richmond's going to be in a defensive shell somewhat and wait for their chances. And Coquitlam's going to be vulnerable with the fast break against them because they've got to go on the attack. They need 2 quick goals before the first, I'd say, 10 minutes, or at least be able to gain 2 goals before the first half of this period's up to really be in it. What do you think the Outlaws are going to try and do? Just go into the shell, like I said, or?
Oh, no, I don't think so, because a 3-goal lead is not much in a lacrosse game. You got 20 minutes to score. They could score 8 goals in 20 minutes. So
Yep.
I think the Outlaws will play a little bit defensively, but you won't see anything shy off their offense.
Well, that was a close call there. Coquitlam coming out fast here. I see what you mean.
Here's Keith Gallison with the ball. Pass to Stu Watson. He'll hold it up and wait for everybody to come down the floor.
Yeah, Watson looks like he's got a bit of a limp going there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys I was talking to between periods, and they said they were hurting a little bit, sore legs and stuff. There's Brad Henry in on that. He scores.
Nice goal.
Nice shot, short side.
Well, still quite a ways to go, but a 4-goal lead can be a little insurmountable with the way Richmond's playing. They've had the momentum ever since they tied up the game in the first period, making it 3-3, and then they got the 2 goals shorthanded. Things have gone pretty much their way since the 3-3 tie. Let's hope it continues. Very important game. The winner of this game is technically in second place. If Richmond were to win, both teams would be 5-5. However, Richmond has the season series advantage, and it's always better to finish in second place and maybe even give New West a run. Now back to get the ball for Coquitlam. It's Steve Govette. Throws the ball up. Now it's Brunette. He throws it over. Now Suzuki with the ball. Ball bouncing. Burnett in there to get the ball.
I think he cut through the crease to get that ball. That's a violation. Jamie Stewart will pick it up and go the other way.
Back come the Outlaws.
Over to Tom Huntley. That's Dale Robertson with the ball. Dale will go one-on-one. Passes over to Tom Huntley with a quick shot.
Doesn't quite find the mark, and Suzuki in to get the ball for Coquitlam. He takes it down the left. Takes a look. Still has it. Dumps it into the corner. Klein after it. He can't quite get control of it, and Robertson now in a battle there with Nadadzi.
Scott Parsons picks it up out of the corner.
Killing some time, takes a look. Playing smart here. Well, I guess they can work it around in their own end and the clock won't start.
It looks like the Adanacs are getting a press going. They're going to try and press them, try and pressure the ball, get the ball away from the Outlaws before they get it out of their own end.
That was a smart play with the line change there. Pulls are coming on.
Ooh, that's a good hack in the leg. That's his sore leg too.
Yep.
That'll be a penalty.
Yeah, delayed penalty going now.
Bowser looks like he's limping pretty good.
Well, things continuing to go Richmond's way here. Now they have a 4-goal lead, 17:57 left in the third period. And now they have a power play. Yeah, a lot of scrapes and bruises throughout the season, I assume.
Yeah, the worst is the back-to-back games. Tomorrow night the Outlaws have a game in New Westminster, which is always tough.
New West off to a 7-1 start.
Coquitlam penalty
And
to
looking
number
like they're
9,
gonna go
Bob
all the way.
Klein, to Mr. Slashing. Found the penalty, 2 minutes, 3 seconds.
Klein with the penalty. Some movement before the face-off between Huntley and I believe Wingrove. Now Eliot back with the ball. And the clock resumes.
Richmond Outlaws with the power play.
Robertson now.
It's Henry
There's a
with
shot.
a shot. Ball goes back. Dale Robertson pushes it back to the goaltender, Eliot.
And Hedlund goes in after it. Hits
Oh.
the goaltender. The goaltender lost one of his gloves. Some hard work in there.
Eliot
Coquitlam-
picks up the ball and scoops it out.
Some good work by the
That's
goaltender.
us.
Much like a Ron Hextall in the NHL.
That was really good work by Dallas Eliot.
Now Henry throws a pass across. There's a shot. And they actually have Mang back in net again. Saves. They've gone 1 goalie to the next per period. Now Twa throws a rink wide. Twa into the corner to get it now. Throws it in front. There's Haller. Fakes
Haller
right
makes a
in.
fake and he's
He
in.
shoots one and he scores. Nice goal. Elliott didn't have a chance on that play. All kinds of fake shots. As Haller had all kinds of time to run to the middle, take the shot, go wide to the side, and put it in on the short side up high with a bounce shot.
It's a little lack of checking on the Richmond part. They have five checkers against the 4 offensive men. They lost control.
So it's now a 3-goal lead for Richmond as Coquitlam will now try, I suppose.
Goal, a shorthanded goal,
get back in
scored
it.
by number 8, Dave Haller. Assist number 19, Jim Veltman, and number 10, Jody Twa. Time of the shorthanded goal, 3:06.
3:06 the time of the goal. Short-handed. This game's been full of short-handed goals.
That's Rick Rawson picking up the ball off the faceoff.
Let's see if the momentum swings back in Coquitlam's favor.
45 seconds left in the penalty to the Adanacs.
That's Henry now at the point. Throws it into the middle.
That's a good pass to Scott Parsons on the crease, and he puts it in the top corner.
Jamming it in nicely. Oh, Richmond Sirius scoring some timely goals in this game. 10-6 now the score. 16.5 minutes to go. Wait for the announcement for the goal. Get the assists.
Richmond goal, a power play goal. Scorer number 14, Scott Parsons. Assist number 55, Russ Hurd. Number 9, or not 55, Brad Henry. Number 9, Russ Hurd. Time the goal, 3:28.
Coquitlam now with the ball. Suzuki at the point. In back of the net now. That's Govet. Back to Suzuki. He throws it across the middle. And Rezenzov couldn't quite control the ball. Suzuki seems to be the guy that starts off with the play for Coquitlam whenever he's on the floor.
There's Kenny Thomas with the ball. Scott Parsons takes it. Scott Parsons rolling to the outside.
Takes a bit of a cross check there.
Dale Robertson couldn't handle the pass.
And the ball's batted down the floor by James Burnett. Back to control it is Eliak.
He'll lob it down. 30-second clock.
Klein with it in the corner. Trying to get something going in the middle. Some fine checking by the Outlaws, though, I should say. No one was open, no picks were created. It was almost like the Outlaws were out-picking the Coquitlam teams in anticipation of where the pick was going to be.
Yes. It's Darren London with the ball. Over to Steve Van Oss on the far side.
Van
Oss will go down the middle. He'll stop and look.
Side of the net. Callison had trouble controlling the ball.
And the 30-second clock expires for the second time against the Outlaws.
Just under 15 minutes to go now. 10-6 to score. Coquitlam trying to get back into this game. They'll need a couple of quick goals if they want any hopes. Rodriguez now. He swings it to the corner. Really now. Rodriguez getting in there. And the ball comes loose in the feet of all these players.
There's Darren London picking the ball up.
Some good hustle. He's taken out into the boards. And knocked down. The hard check by Rodriguez. Now Hedlund. That's Govet with the side. He tries to go for the net, and he's knocked over just as he shoots. Elliott coming up with the ball. Elliott really looks cool, calm, and collective in that net tonight. Coming up with the loose balls nicely.
Coming down the right side is Brad Henry. Moves it to Pauser. Pauser and Henry were trying to work a pick and roll.
Bit of a slash here, a one-handed slash, and I think a penalty is going to be called there. It's Kevin Limpton, maybe a little bit too over-aggressive. Oh, sorry, that's tap. Let's see what the call is, if it is a call. No, it doesn't look like a penalty. Now the draw to be taken. Let's go Vet. Back to Mang. Now Burnett. Burnett pushes his man off. Now Govet. That was Tap. Now Tap trying to get the ball back, but the Outlaws regained possession.
It's Troy Pauser with the ball.
Pauser now.
Outlaws go for a line change. Passes off to Jamie Stewart.
Stewart's only scored 1 goal tonight, but he's been effective whenever he's been out on the floor.
That's pick and roll play.
Oh, and it almost worked.
Jamie Stewart wide open in front of the net. Couldn't handle the ball.
Good combination there between Stewart and Parsons, though, as they work the give and go almost to perfection. Now Wingrove. That's Veltman. He takes a pivot. Now it's back to the point again. And there's a shot. This Klein got a lot on it. Good save by Eliuk, though. Now Robertson to Dorman. Dorman drops it to Rawson. Dorman in the slot, takes a cross check. Now he shoots one. And a good save there by Mang.
It was a
fast break. Hedlund now coming up with it. He stops, throws it to the middle, and it's intercepted nicely. Well, not too nicely, but they got the ball. And now really sitting back with his goaltender. 11.5 minutes to go. A 4-goal deficit for this Coquitlam team. Trying to hold on to second place here. And they better get something going quick if they want to stay in second place. There's an over-the-hand shot. Rodriguez now cutting for the net. A back pass or maybe a shot. Nice attempt.
Whoa,
oh, and there was
be a penalty.
Hard hit.
He took the player out down at the knees when he jumped in the air.
Rodriguez has really come out aggressively in this period. Running hard and taking a few cheap shots, and finally he gets called with one. With 11:05, Richmond gets another power play. I think Rodriguez feeling a little bit frustrated with his team down 4 goals here. Could be a sign that this Coquitlam team is going to roll over and play dead now. They can't afford to give up any more goals, that's for sure. The face-off to be taken in the Richmond end.
Dan Rodriguez, 2 minutes for back checking. Time of the penalty, 8:55. So Rodriguez for the back check at 8.
And Callison now, back of his own net. Looking to set it up, but fully aware that they can kill 2 more minutes here. I think it's more important that they don't give up shorthanded goals than actually score a power play goal here.
And this looks like it could be a chance. Brad Henry picked up the loose ball.
Side of the net, nicely passed.
Oh,
the net's off its moorings, but what a great play between 3 players there.
That was an unbelievable save too by goaltender Mang.
Yeah, Parsons was in on that play. He's a real finesse player out there. He really moves the ball well between other players. Just quick give and goes. That was a beautiful play there. It almost worked. Coquitlam was caught napping in their own end.
They had the goaltender lying on the ground and he got his stick up and stopped the ball.
.10:40 to go, 1:35 left in the penalty. Richmond on the power play. I think Coquitlam's going to look for a fast break if they can get possession. Richmond's definitely sitting back, though. They got 2 defensemen back checking Bob Klein at center there well before the ball came down to this end of the floor. So they're sitting back. They're not going to get caught tonight the rest of the way. Now it's back to the point. That's Haller. Now along the side, it's Veltman. Tap yelling for a pass, but Veltman's still controlling. Taking some shots into the arm pad by a very aggressive Jamie Stewart. Now it's thrown into the middle. A great chance there for David Haller, but a good save by Pat Eliuk. Or so I should say Dallas Eliuk. Now Pulser going wide.
Oh, that's Nadazny for the Coquitlam Adanacs.
Oh, there's a hard hit. I hope he's okay. Thomas took a real shot there. Nadazny certainly throwing the weight into Thomas.
The Outlaws have 17 seconds on the rest of their power play. Good chance to get one more goal.
Throwing it around nicely. That's Robertson now. There's Henry, and the ball blocked nicely there. Up comes Suzuki now. Takes a hit, gets it up though. Rodriguez now, whose penalty is now over. Tried to pass. That was blocked by Henry, who got back awfully quickly. Battle for it in the corner now. Rodriguez throws it to the side. He had a good chance to shoot there. Now Stewart throws the ball up to Henry. 8.5 minutes to go. A 4-goal deficit for the Adanacs. Henry
will
breaks
take
for the net now.
Rodriguez one-on-one, and he just missed the net. That's Jamie Stewart picking up the loose ball behind the net.
Shot clock ran out. Now Headland headmans the ball. That's Twa or Tway. Tway going wide. Puts it over the top, but it stayed out as Elliott may have got a piece of it with his, I guess, left shoulder. That was a close play, though. Elliott certainly playing well. 6 goals against after 2 3/4 periods. Certainly a good pace for goals against average. And it's a real team effort on defense. But here comes Suzuki on a break. Suzuki in all alone. He shoots one and he missed. Missed on the far side. A great chance there. And then Burnett picked up the loose ball after the whistle had gone.
Steve Van also bring the ball up for the Richmond Outlaws. Pass it over to Rick Rawson. They're waiting for the 5th man to come out. There he is, Scott Parsons. It looks like they're spreading it out now, taking their time. They'll probably use a lot of the shot clock before they take a shot.
Good reaction save there by Mang. Now comes Veltman. Quick break, a 1-on-2. Tries to muscle his way to the net. Taken out effectively, though, by Jim Dorman.
Scott Parsons intercepted the ball. The Outlaws, I think, will sit back now with only 6 minutes left.
Yep.
They'll sit back and take the time. They'll take the whole 30 seconds to get a good shot on net. Hopefully get the rebound and get another one. There's Russ Hurd.
Good save by Mang. He's basically keeping his team in it, if they are in it, in fact, but we'll have to wait and see. Now Headland around the back of the net, trying to get something going for his team here, trying to lead the way. Haller. Oh, a side of the net chance there for Jody Twa. Close call, but didn't quite work for him. And the whistle goes. A bit of rough stuff in the corner. Coquitlam gets the advantage, though. Now Haller back of the net, try to pass. Twa was down, but he still managed to pass back to Haller. To the other side. Linton then threw it across back to Twa. Back to Linton. Linton towards the net. Haller in position to shoot, and he puts it just wide. Elliott had a good side of the net covered there. Back on the Outlaws. Oh, and a late hit there by Haller. Watson throws it over.
It's Jamie Stewart and Dave Heller mixing it up a bit.
Now it's becoming a real possession game with not much offense getting going. I think Richmond's playing this period to perfection here.
Jamie Stewart takes an elbowing penalty.
.5:32 left. Coquitlam now on the power play. They could sure use a goal now. The dwindling moments of the final stages of this game.
Quillen's last power play was not that effective. The Outlaws got 1 goal against it, and then another one right after they came.
Richmond penalty number 7, Jamie Stewart, 2 minutes elbowing. on the penalty, 14-28.
Oh, Govette trying to get things started for the Adanacs here. Throws it over to Trois. He's had a lot of playing time tonight. Now Veltman. Give him go pass. This now Trois can't quite control the side. Gets the rebound off the boards though. And a cross check there. Wingrove taking the check. Possession goes to Coquitlam though. 1:28 left in the penalty. There's a shot, good save by Alec. The rebound not quite controlled. Good chance though for Wingrove. And the Outlaws regain the possession of the ball. That's Callison. Into the middle, there's Hurd. Took a hit and he's not too happy about it either.
That's a delay game penalty called against the Outlaws. Russ Hurd threw the ball down the floor.
Could have even been unsportsmanlike conduct. As Hurd really gave the linesman a real earful of words not to be mentioned.
Richmond penalty number 9, Russ Hurd. 2 minutes for delay of game.
Delay of game, though, is the call.
That's Hurd.
Oh, Richmond could put themselves into a bit of trouble here. However, Eliak's got the ball.
It's Callison at center. He's got to run the ball. He'll have 2 checkers on him.
And he's doing a good job, though, chopping away at that clock. 47 seconds left in the first penalty, and 1:33 left in the second. Coquitlam certainly got a chance now to get back into this game. 2-man advantage. All kinds of room out there. Oh, come on. Very lackadaisical effort there by Mike Reilly. He simply just lost control of the ball. Wasted some precious seconds for his team, too. However, Coquitlam gets possession of the ball again. Wingrove to Haller. Haller looking back to Veltman. He can't control it. This Coquitlam team looks really beat by now. And the goalie's way out. Takes
There's
a chop.
Tom Huntley
The
with
empty
an
net.
open net.
He's right in. Shoots it. Oh, and a defensive play by the only man back. A great effort indeed by Veltman as he keeps his team still in it, I suppose. Only one man left to go with the power play here. The Outlaws just about killing it off. But a great defensive play by Veltman. Could be too little, too late, though.
I think Tommy Huntley should have shot the ball as soon as he went around the goaltender.
And some rough stuff in the middle there. Involved was Rod Tapp of the Adanacs. A quick break. Here's Trois. Being checked aggressively by Rick Rawson. And the possession goes to Coquitlam, I believe. 14 seconds left in the penalty. They had a 2-man advantage for almost a full minute, and I don't know if they've even had a shot on net yet. Oh, and there's a nice chance for Suzuki as he tried to jam it down on the short side. However, Elia covered the short side nicely. There's Haller taking some hard shots there from very aggressive Ken Thomas. And there's a good save by Elia. Good chance indeed for Trois. And another shot by Trois goes just wide. 2:27 left in the game. Play stopped and the possession goes to the Outlaws. 4-goal lead. The Outlaws have played an excellent game today, scoring goals at the right time. And Coquitlam simply hasn't executed. Now Gombar's back in the nets for the Adanacs.
Timeout for the Adanacs.
2:06 to go. What do you think the Adanacs are going to be trying to get going here? What do you think the coach is going to tell the boys?
I think they'll be playing with 7 or 8 players, I think, for the last 2 minutes, and they'll be running a lot. They'll be trying to get the fast break and get down there and get the quick shot.
Yeah, they're going to have to get a lot of quick shots, I think.
They're
Four-goal deficit.
They'll put a press on their Outlaws. As soon as the Outlaws get the ball in their own end, they'll put a press on right away, man-to-man.
And the Outlaws will probably sit back and try and counter, I suppose, the other way.
Yeah, the Outlaws will try and take the time with the ball, take the whole 30 seconds on the clock.
All the stage is set with 2:06 to go. 4-goal deficit. The Outlaws going to be working hard. Also, one thing the viewers might be interested in knowing is, can a team pull the goalie?
Yeah, a team can pull a goalie, get another attacker on the floor.
Well, I would think they'd probably try that then.
We'll see the Adanacs doing that.
4 goals, certainly a big lead, but by no means insurmountable in lacrosse. So I'm sure stranger things have happened in this sport. About ready to get started here again. Coquitlam now getting things started. And we have 2:03 left. At the line, it's Wingrove.
Okay, the Adanacs have pulled the goalie. They have Kirk Suzuki comes on for the 6th attacker.
Wingrove now. Haller back to Wingrove. Can't get the shot. Now it's Twa at the side. He takes a shot, and Ellie extends his ground very well on the short side. He's been covering the net very well. He seems to play the angles better than either of the goalies on Coquitlam. They're more reaction-like goaltenders.
I think Dallas moves quicker across the net, side to side.
.143 to go now. Tap to take the draw for Coquitlam. Now Suzuki controlling. Goes circling around. Tap goes running back to the bench. Here comes Wingrove again. He takes a shot. The side of the net. A good chance there for Twa. Twa's had a lot of chances in this period. He seems to be the setup man in the slot. Now Wingrove takes a shot high and wide. Now Haller takes a shot. A good save by Ellick. The rebound, they finally score. All kinds of chances as really got the rebound and swooped it over his head and in. As Elliott was finally down and out, making all kinds of saves there in that rally. 10-7 the score now. 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. A 3-goal deficit. At the start of the period, it was a 3-goal deficit as well, so Richmond has really played a strong period. They've done exactly what they have to do.
Really. Assist number 8, Dave Haller. Time to goal, 18:48.
Haller getting the assist. Comes Hedlund. He drops it. Really now. Last minute of play in the game. He rips a shot. Eliak making the save. And the ball bouncing high onto the mesh above the glass. Racing back to get it now is Wingrove. 44 seconds to go. A 3-goal lead. Richmond just sitting back now. Good checking along the boards by Huntley now. Haller having trouble setting up. Now Wingrove with a shot. He takes a hit right in front of the Outlaws bench. 19 seconds to go. Looks like it's all she wrote now. Shot clock runs out. 14 seconds left. A 3-goal lead.
I think that'll be it. The Outlaws will be able to hang on to the ball for the remainder of the game.
It's head man now. Robertson now plays it back. 6 seconds to go. 3 seconds to go. Coquitlam rolls over and plays dead. The game is over. And the Outlaws are now officially in second place in the Western Lacrosse Association. Both teams with 5-5 records now. However, Richmond has a 3-1 advantage in the season series.
I think Dallas Elliott should pick up one of the stars in this game. Should play an unreal game.
And 3 stars yet to be announced. Certainly a strong game, though, for the Outlaws. They seem to have Coquitlam's number. And if they are to meet each other in the first round of the playoffs, which could be becoming more and more likely, I think the Outlaws should certainly be able to defeat the Adanacs.
Yeah, well, we play each other 5 times during the year, and I think by the end of the year, I think we'll be up on them 4-2.
4-2.
Yes.
Yep. Well, the final score once again tonight: the Richmond Outlaws 10, the Coquitlam Adanacs 7. I'm Dom Froome with my counterpart for the day, Brian Jiriga, with a thumb injury. He'd much rather be enjoying the victory in the dressing room right now, but well, I guess we'll have to say goodnight. An exciting game. Any last words for you, Brian?
Yeah, nope.
Nope. Good night, everybody.
Night.